Oh, hi. Can you hear me? I'm not using headphones, so I'm not sure how loud my voice is. Yay! I don't want to talk too loud, anyways. The actual. Um, I wish it would let me zoom in on the snow. Welcome back. I like the way the snow looks, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. But I am in so much pain right now, and I'm not looking forward to being homeless out in that shit at all. Again. But no, it really is pretty. I think when I first came back up here, the thing I was looking forward to the most was autumn colors, but they didn't last very long this year. Yeah, I've been telling everybody that I can get a hold of. Um, I'm waiting on a call back from, oh, what's it called? Hang on a second, let me look it up. Um, Catholic Charities of Hudson Valley. I'm waiting on a call back from them. Um, I'm waiting for a call back from Family Services of Beacon. I talked to DCFS and I was supposed to try and fill out a form on their website, but every time I try to log in to my account, the website comes up with an error message. So they said the only other thing I can do is go into their office in Poughkeepsie, and their office is constantly slammed. Like, DMV has nothing on DCFS. And with my agoraphobia, I don't see it happening. Um, yeah, I might have you do that to see if the error message comes up for you too. I've heard from some people that their website does suck, but this is ridiculous. I guess there's a form for emergency housing or something. I will poke at it with a stick probably tomorrow. I'm trying to think of who else I was calling. There was a couple others that I tried, but it turns out that they're not for this county. They're for like Westchester and Rockland. So that didn't work. Brevard County is just weird. Everything about it is weird. I had a weird dream that I was back in Florida. I've been having very strange dreams recently. So, I had a dream that I was in Florida and I was staying at a hotel, and the only reason I knew it was Florida was A, it was an open air place, and you looked outside and you could see palm trees and shit. And a former friend of mine who still lives in Florida was visiting me, so my brain just automatically made it Florida. And for some reason, the hotel room there was a lot of bugs, but it wasn't like roaches or anything gross. It was orchid mantises, which are beautiful. And there was a bunch of them in my room. I like New York City. I lived there for a while. I'm not sure how that's going to affect me, though. I know that they have a lot of their own stuff that is very specific to them. There's a weird separation of New York State and New York City for a lot of things when it comes to assistance. And I have to find out more information before I even try. Because there was a room for rent in the Bronx for like 5 something a month, which is unheard of. But I don't know how it's going to affect like how much money I make, resources. I need to look more into it. I wouldn't mind going back to the city. I liked it in the city. I'd be further away from my doctors, which would be a problem. I'd have to find all new doctors. That's annoying. But yeah, I have no problems with living in the city. It's just getting everything switched over will be a royal pain in the ass. Yeah, I need to look up that dream. And then the next night, I had a dream that I was in college at my age. And I was living in a dorm room that was in a basement because the window was up high. And I was unpacking my stuff, and I looked up, and there was a guy staring at me through the window wearing a World War II gas mask, which I don't understand that one. And it's like every time I would go back to my dorm room, I'd look up, and the dude would be staring at me through the window. It was creepy. And I told people, and they didn't believe me. I don't have college dreams a lot. I have high school dreams a lot. I have dreams that I'm in high school and it's the end of the year and it's time for finals, but I skipped most of my classes to the point where I don't even remember where my locker is. I have that dream a lot. I mean, yeah, I skipped a lot of classes in my first 2 years of high school, and then they switched me to a special school. But it's weird every time I'm back in that original high school. And some of it looks correct, but some of it my brain just alters. But yeah, every time I can't find my classes, I forgot where my locker is, I have to take a test, and I was skipping the whole year. It's always that. The weird thing is, since I've been back in New York and I'm in the county that I went to high school in, I have not had that dream. Oh, your brain just made up a place and it keeps sending you back to that place? That's cool. That's weird. I kind of like that though. I have a repetitive dream about a place that doesn't exist. It, it's hard to describe because a lot of the buildings aren't physically possible. And these dreams started way before AI, so but it's almost like something AI would generate because it's not possible. The buildings are beautiful, but they're not possible. And I don't know why I dream about this place. There's always the same things. There's a cemetery that's really big and beautiful. There's a mansion with its own private cemetery that is, I don't know how to explain it. It's not gothic, but it's very dark and old and something. Um, there's a couple buildings, like one's a house that's like 6 stories high and impossible the way that it's built. There's a an antique shop, thrift store place with weird things. And then there's a city area, but the skyscrapers, they don't exist. There's nothing like them in architecture. My brain just makes this place up, and I dream about it maybe twice a year. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I wonder what that means. I like dream interpretation. I'm not gonna lie. I find that stuff very interesting. I used to be a lot more into it. I used to be a lot more into a lot of things, but I had a dream once that I was still working at Macy's, but the inside of the Macy's was impossibly large, and for some reason they were also selling cars inside the Macy's, and they had like trees growing. Like some malls will have potted trees inside, but these were bigger. And I was working, and then suddenly there was a T Rex in the store, and people were like running for their lives. It was a weird dream. A weird roach thing. Was it like normal roach size? Or was it huge or what? That's a big fucking roach, dude. Or like a centipede. Centipedes and millipedes are freaky. I'm not gonna lie. I really like isopods, though. I'm kind of obsessed with them. I kind of want to raise my own someday when I have a home. I watch a lot of videos of people making terrariums and stuff like that for reptiles and amphibians and bugs and stuff. Oh yeah, centipedes and millipedes, generally you don't want to mess with them unless you're into raising stuff like that. I wouldn't. Um, Centipedes can be nasty. No, thank you. It's weird. It's like I've been back up here a year now, and I'm still getting used to being back with all these plants and animals. Like my doctor's office is next to a lake. If the lake is literally between where I'm staying now and the doctor's office, and I keep looking for alligators because I'm a dumbass. And I walk outside and I'm expecting to see a lizard or something, I'm like, what? Something's missing besides the leaves on the trees. And it's funny. But I'm starting to remember the stuff that was around here when I was a kid. Like, I remember going into the woods and lifting rocks and looking for salamanders and stuff. So we have those. We just don't have big hawking lizards. Yeah, the gators in the New York City sewers. I also miss, um, I miss the flocks of ibis that are aerating the yards. I miss those guys. They were cool. Um, there was one that used to hang out outside Wendy's when I was in a different part of Cocoa. And he'd just sit there at the drive-thru because he wanted French fries. And he was always there, just the same fucking bird, day after day. Can you see the snow okay? Because I'm using both phones. I'm using my actual phone for chat, and I'm using the phone that isn't hooked up to actually stream. And the view is better on the phone that's streaming. It looks a lot smaller in chat. And that's what she said. Oh, hot grifter. That's kind of cool. I mean, if you're gonna give your money to somebody. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All homeless people need help. But, yeah. Wendy's sounds good right now. I don't know. I like Wendy's fries, but the rest of their stuff was kind of mid. Oh, she was just asking for money. That was like me and my friends in high school. We'd always ask for change for the payphones, but we never used it for the payphones. We would like save it up and then go to the food court in the mall and eat something. I was talking about the malls here the other day at physical therapy because when I was growing up here, there were three malls. There was one down the street from where I'm staying now. It's long gone. And then there was two in Poughkeepsie that were next to each other, which, if you're a teenage girl, that's amazing. I used to walk to them all the time. I guess now there's only one left. I haven't been, obviously. I've heard of Sawgrass Mills. That sounds familiar to me. My physical therapist is going down to Florida for the holidays. She's going to be staying in the Villages. I told her to go into Orlando and go to my Asian taco place. So I'm hoping she does, because she's going to love it. I miss that place. And I miss Waffle House. I miss Waffle House. She's moving back because she misses the cold. Is she insane? You haven't had Waffle House? How have you not had Waffle House? Like ever? How is... Wait, what? I'm confused. I love Waffle House. I mean, it's, how do I explain it? It's lower quality than Denny's, but it's still pretty good. Like, the steaks are really thin, and you can't really get them rare. And, like, they have pancakes and waffles, obviously. I go for the hash browns. The hash browns are the only reason I go to Waffle House. Triple hash browns with cheese, ham, onions, mushrooms, and tomatoes. And I'm like, good to go. Do love me some Waffle House hash browns. I miss them so much. We have real diners here, but it's not the same. Like, when I was in Albany and stuff, when I was working at the first strip club I worked at, we were down the street from, like, Denny's. And some of the guys that worked there would come in and hang out. And then when we closed, we'd go over there and hang out. And Denny's hash browns were like the shit. I could eat that all day. But then when I got to Florida and I tried Waffle House hash browns, I was like, oh, well, no, this is it for me now. There's no going back. But the diners up here have disco fries, which makes me very happy. It's not the same. It'll never be the same, but I'll take it because I did miss them when I was in Florida. I tried to make them on my own, and it just wasn't quite the same. I don't know why. I'm not sure why it tasted different. There's 3 ingredients. It's not like you can mess it up, but it wasn't the same. There's something about diners disco fries, and I'm baffled. No, it's fries with mozzarella and brown gravy. It's kind of like poutine, but with different cheese. And some places do regular fries, but some of the diners do like the steak fries, which is really good. I haven't tried it with Gouda. I've had poutine and I was like, it's okay. But disco fries I really like. The brown gravy and the mozzarella just works. And it's great hangover food. It's great, leave the club shit faced as fuck. Eat the greasy food, feel better. Now I really want disco fries. God damn it. I had one of my weird quesadillas for dinner. So I had my cheese, but now I want disco fries. If you're gonna have well, see, you get a lot of greasy food in New York. You can get a slice of pizza, which is usually very greasy. You can get like White Castle, which no is not the same as Crystal Burger. I don't care what anybody says. Or you can get like disco fries, which isn't as greasy, but it's very filling. So it works. Those were like my 3 go-tos. Either hitting up like White Castle, or some pizza places were open 24 hours. Or just go to the diner and have disco fries. The thing about going to a diner after you've gone to a club or a bar is it depends on what time you go to the diner. If you go after last call, you're okay. But a lot of Greek diners have bars in them. So if you go while the bars are still open, you can just keep drinking. You can just keep on keeping on. I've missed streaming. Ugh, I really wish I could do like a good game. I think the Merge Dragons was getting really boring for people, but this is kind of fun. If I had winter clothes, I would just stream outside, but I don't have winter clothes. So I'm not fucking doing it. I hope so. I've been looking at Craigslist at like rooms for rent, and even that's mostly shit that I can't afford, which is wild. Medicaid is really fucking me over with this. They really need to fix their shit. Yeah, I don't have access to like any local newspapers. The hotel has some, but for some reason it's that weird right-wing Christian Epoch News thing, and I'm like, ugh, no, no, thank you. I don't really. I'd have to go out and buy a Poughkeepsie Journal, and that means I'd have to go into like Walmart or something, and that's not happening. Freaking Medicaid needs to get its act together so I can have my money back and I can afford more options. God damn it. Dag fucking nabbit, y'all. For real. Just. I need a cough drop. Cause this weather is ass. And I can't sing, but I don't care. Oh. There we go. Yeah. I like the way the snow looks in the dark, though. I wish I could give you guys a better view. I tried. Before I started streaming, I was like moving furniture around and stacking boxes, and I used a hair scrunchie to tie my phone to the little phone holder thing, but I could not give you guys a good view at all. Not without showing all the cars, and I really don't want to do that to the people that are living here. I wish I could zoom in. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to. Fucking Twitch, god damn it. I'm wondering if it's gonna rain on my birthday. It always rains on my birthday. Just random? Or is it always the same weird thing every time? Oh, weird. For me, it's always rain. It doesn't matter if I'm in New York or Florida, even when I was in California, which, Southern California doesn't get a lot of rain. It rained on my birthday. One year when I was a kid, it got really popular to have pool parties. And of course, when you live in New York and your birthday is in December, you don't have those. So we had like a mid-year birthday for me at my Nana's house because she had a pool. And it fucking rained. I'm like, are you kidding me? It always rains. Yeah, that pool party thing was a big fuck you from Mother Nature. I was pissed. I was the most pissed off like 7-year-old you'll ever meet. I think I was 7. I'm trying to remember how old I was. I guess I could have been 9, somewhere in there. It was definitely elementary school, because that's when pool parties were a thing. Welcome back. I don't think I know that one. Is it on TV? Oh. Yeah, the TV, the cable here in the hotel, I can watch a decent amount of wrestling. I think there's one that I can't because we don't get the channel. Um, but I think that's it as far as the stuff on TV. Yeah, I don't think I get any channels that's on. Whoa. Really? That's stupid. That's a bad idea. Jesus Christ. Big fucking yikes. It's weird. It's like, celebrities and even quasi celebrities, just people in entertainment, break my brain because, even if you're not the biggest star in the world, in this day and age, everybody's going to know everything you do. And if I were in mainstream entertainment, I would be the squeakiest clean person. I cannot fathom First of all, I can't fathom racists. I know they exist. It breaks my brain, but I can't fathom fucking with your career by saying the shit in your head out loud. Just, you keep that shit to yourself. What the fuck? Racists are disgusting, and I fucking hate them, but, you know, they can keep that shit to themselves. We don't need to hear about it. Yeah, I know that's a fucking lie, because when I was living in the trailer park, I was like literally the only person there that wasn't Mexican, and some of my neighbors were real racist. Like, really racist. Who was it? There's that one comedian, and he talks about how his fellow Mexicans are really fucking racist. Oh, what was that guy's name? Um, Hang on. I'm gonna find it. Oh, what's his name? Shit, that's gonna bother me. I think it's like Felipe. Was it Felipe Esparza? I think maybe it's him. But he does a whole bit, and it's like, yeah, it's fucking true. Like at the trailer park, we had two black families move in, and they didn't stay very long because they were not about putting up with that bullshit. Some of the people in the neighborhood treated them real bad. It was gross. I wish the snow was like bigger flakes. It would be easier for you guys to see it. Let me see if I can like bring y'all over to the window for a minute. Ow! Everything hurts. I'm not really sure how much longer it's gonna snow. Let me check the weather. Come on, AccuWeather. Current weather, 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Real feel, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That's fucking cold, y'all. Looks like it's only gonna snow, well, probably all the way till 8 o'clock, which is good, because then I'm gonna watch me some wrestling. But, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's easy to see the snow anymore. I might give it a little bit longer, do a full hour strum, and then maybe call it. We'll see. Oh, there's a few flakes that are big. I know this is kind of boring, but I don't really have much else to offer for a strum, to be completely honest with you. I want to do a birthday stream, but it's like, what would I do? I could aim the phone at my little Christmas palm tree, and we could just sit and chill, but, I mean, that's boring. I don't think there's a weather forecast for my birthday yet, but we're gonna find out. Let's see what they have. AccuWeather, Fishkill, New York. Do 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 do. Oh, it just says sunny, but that could change. Thursday, December 26th. High of 40 degrees Fahrenheit, low of 26. 1% chance of precipitation. Yeah, it looks like the snow is stopping. So I'm gonna call it, I think, guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me in the snow. I'll see about maybe trying this again if it snows again, which it probably will. I love your faces, guys, and I love your butts. I've missed you. I'm sorry that I don't really have much to offer for streaming. But, I will try and see you guys again soon. Bye.